we're talking about the MCU universe and all, Black Panther. How nice is this set up the stage for Infinity Wars?
Oh my God!
Like, I mean, like my 11-year-old son was like, "Yo, I want to see that."
Right?
And he's like, he probably can name 3 of the characters, maybe. Like, I mean, he did it on his era.
Yeah.
But he's just all into it. I think it's setting up the stage so nicely for what's staged to be.
Right.
An incredible film.
Right. And what I love about the MCU is that unlike DC, they actually put a lot of their attention on characters that people don't really know about and make them household names.
That's right.
Like look at Doctor Strange, look at Ant-Man, Black Panther, of course. Like a lot of people didn't really know about these characters unless if you're a comic book fan. Like Guardians of the Galaxy. That was a hit. That's still one of their all-time favorites as far as MCU films. So it's like, keep that going. And they're going to keep that going with their next phase after this little Infinity Saga that's happening right now, because there's a lot of people who are potentially rooting for me to be playing these certain characters in the next films.
Yeah.
Like you have Captain Marvel coming out, which is probably like one of the most important, if not important, female characters on Marvel's roster. Right. And they actually wanted to get her movie out before Wonder Woman came out. So DC kind of beat them to the punch to it. But now that that's out, they could probably do that better.
But I mean, Marvel just had more compelling characters than DC anyways.
Right.
So, I mean, they're always going to beat them to the punch.
Right.
Their characters are they were more human.
More relatable.
More relatable.
Yeah.
It wasn't these mysterious people
figures.
from above and you didn't know what they were all about. Like, you wanted to hang with Peter Parker.
Right.
Because he was a cool kid.
Yeah, he's a teenager. He's a superhero. He's not like a sidekick. Like, he's a front leading person. Yeah. And that shows you that you didn't have to be big and buff and like 6'5" with like muscles on muscles to be a superhero. No, you can be the kid from Queens and then just whip up people and be like, yo, I'm gonna roast you while I'm doing it too.
Like Tony Stark is a jerk, but you like him.
Exactly.
Right? It was like
you could have a drink because he'd be roasting everyone at the bar, basically.
Yeah.
And then, T'Challa, he's a king who's not arrogant or brash. Like, he's someone who's for the people. He's kind of like that person that like you want to have running an office and you want to believe his promises because he's a man of the people in a sense.
So can they mess up Infinity Wars? Can they mess that up at all?
I don't think they.
Like the way the stage is set.
Right.
And
it's all about Thanos.
Yeah, they have to
if
make
they
it all
mess
about
up Thanos, the fucking movie's fun.
Right, because at the end of the day, like the criticism with the MCU is that their villains have been weak outside of Loki and Killmonger and maybe the Vulture from Spider-Man.
Hulk made Loki.
Exactly.
That one scene.
The Hulk made Loki.
Yeah, he did. He really did. He really did. Now he's more of like an anti-hero, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think like they have to put the primary focus on Thanos because they've been marketing him for the last 6 years.
Absolutely.
Ever since that post-credit scene from the first Avengers movie. Yes. Like this is the big baddie we've been waiting for. That's why I don't really care about the villains in the past because I'm like, whatever. We know we're gonna get the big payoff with Thanos. So they have to deliver on this. And I feel like based on the trailer, you can't really judge a movie by the trailer, but like based on the way they've been building him up in the trailers, he looks like a bad dude. Like, you don't want to mess with, like, he's coming for blood. And, like, you feel like all these rumors of somebody potentially dying in the film, like somebody important, you feel like it's going to be at his hands.
It has to be.
Like, it has to be at this point. Like, and, like, from what I've been hearing, they're going to make him the focus of the film.
They have
to. Because, like, you have so many characters in the film that we already know about, right?
That's right?
We don't know a whole lot about Thanos outside of what we've heard about from Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy, but now we actually get to see it on screen. So I think they have the formula down pat. I have faith in them. I don't think they can mess it up.
Right.
Because they know what's at stake.
So who's gonna die?
Wait a minute. They have
I'm not gonna be the
50.
spoiler.
How many superheroes they have in this?
30 in one scene.
30 or 50 or?
Apparently, overall they have 67 characters.
Well,
which
there's
is a combination.
In one scene there's like 30.
Apparently there is. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
I would say if somebody has to, you have to look at their contract situations, right? Like that's the best way you can gauge it. But I feel like the most likely characters, like the ones that we care about, are going to be Captain America and Tony Stark, Iron Man. Potentially Vision as well, but Vision you don't really feel for because he's robot.
Expendable.
You can build him up again. You know what I mean? Take it to Wakanda, put some more vibranium in him. You're good. You don't need Infinity Stone in your head.
And you haven't built up this long-term sort of love affair with Vision either.
Well, technically he was Jarvis in Iron Man, if you remember that, right?
But he was.
That was the MCU like liberty they took. Right?
Yeah.
Vision wasn't that.
Exactly.
No, that's right.
Because we've only had Vision in 2 films so far, really. So if you really want that big payoff, that crying moment, it's gotta be Cap, or it's gotta be maybe even Banner, like because like the Mark Ruffalo version of Banner's been pretty good, right? I don't see Thor dying really because they just got him right. They've just gotten right with Ragnarok. You know what I mean?
I think it's going to be Cap.
It's got to be Cap. I think
If you
it's
look at the
Cap.
books, you see like what happens in the whole Infinity Gauntlet series.
Yeah.
It's Cap.
Yeah.
And Cap
Who
is
was
bad
the
on multiple
actor?
sides.
The actor?
Chris Evans.
Okay, I think his contract is up.
It is up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I think Cap bites the dust.
But then again, I mean, in the Marvel world, just reboot.
I know,
Do
right?
it again. He died? I didn't see that.
Or just use the time stone. You're good. You know,
That's
rewatch time.
right. That's right. That's right.
But I think it's Cap.
You
Cap's
do like a
gonna bite
dream
the dust.
sequence. He wakes up. Oh.
I wouldn't be surprised if both of them get got.
it was a dream.
No, that'd be too much.
No. Cap and Stark.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do that.
show
I'll
did
give
that.
them credit for that. I'm
was
like,
a show
yo,
that did that.
you guys are going ballsy for it. Okay, I'll give them credit
Trying
for
to
that.
make
They
a
do
bigger
that.
ending than Batman and Superman type of thing with that.
Oh, let's not talk about that. That was disappointing.
Oh my God, everybody.
How do you know that name? Why'd you say that name?
So stupid.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I was in the theater when I saw that. I'm like, really? That's how they band together? Because both their moms are named Martha?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. Yo, I almost walked out of the theater on that one. I'm like, yo, if it weren't for paying these man, fuck, man. I'm just,
You
something
feel
better
comfortable?
happen.
Man, I didn't get up and leave.
If I was finished this popcorn, I'd be so done.
Guy. And then the way they reviewed the reveal the whole Justice League in the email or whatever, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
That's your big reveal?
That's-
With all their little
Pictures.
icons?
That's right.
Just so happen to be, conveniently across from each other? Like, get the hell out of here. This is why DC's losing.
Yeah.